Dude, I'm gonna get the new day, the power of positivity. Hey, Holyoke, Massachusetts, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your 5-time champs and feel the power.
Whoa, Don Kincaid, man. What are you talking about? New day.
RJ Boom, what are you doing here?
I'm here for training and stuff, but, I see you here.
Yeah. The power of positivity.
Yeah.
I'm here to interview the new day.
I'm the POP. I'm the positive one, RJ Boom, the prospect of positivity. I'm Mr. Positivity of New England.
Wait, there's no new day?
No.
Hey everybody, this is RJ Boom. I am here at Stirring the Pot with Mr. Don Kincaid, the positive #1 fan for this positive one, RJ Boom.
This is Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid.
Well, this is Stirring the Pot with Don Kincaid and my very special guest. I thought it was a new day, but my very special guest is RJ Boom, the positive one. Is that correct? The positive
The positive one, the prospect of positivity, Mr. Positivity.
Wow.
RJ Boom.
Man, that's like 3, 4, 5,
3.
6, 3.
Right now I'm going to stick with 3 because that sounds pretty cool for me.
All right. Well,
as you see, and I don't approve of it, he is rocking the Pyramids of Power t-shirt
I am.
and the Positively Boomin' RJ Boom wristband
RJ Boom
that you can get at every single show just for $2.
I mean, my arm is skinny, so this thing will go all the way up to my shoulders.
It wouldn't surprise me. If it
So, this is all brand new, this Stirring the Pot thing.
yeah, I see that.
It's totally on the fly. I have nothing written down. I don't know even what I'm gonna ask you. I have no clue. I just go in cold. It's a little dangerous. It's fun. But what I like to do, Mr. RJ Boom, is just peel back the entertainment level of wrestling a little bit on our local guys and girls. And just sit down and be able to tell the fans or their peers, whatever is on your mind, we just start rolling, and one question leads to another, and it's just a conversation between two friends, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I did give you your first birthday chop, even though it wasn't that rough.
No, thank goodness, because this chest can't handle a chop, I'm telling you right now. But he was my very first ever. He's actually the only person that's ever chopped me. And he was very kind about it, and I have to appreciate that very much.
You're welcome, but all I'm going to give you, though, is a heads up. Don't let Ala Ding Ding chop you.
Do you think I would let any of them guys come near me like that? I mean, the only time they come near me is when they grab me, kidnap me, and assault me and stuff, and which sucks, I have to say. But
dude, I swear to God, you're pulling more money out of your pocket with them than I ever seen you at a show saying, "Oh, hey, can I get this shirt?" or "Hey, can I get this autograph?"
Well, I've been only sending the Mr. Marasoff 1-cent checks for I don't know, months now. So hopefully we'll see where that goes. Yeah.
Wait, you instead of saying 1 cent, you get to boost it up to 25 cents.
No. 1-cent checks. The payments will come through. Don't worry. He says they're not even coming through too, which astonishes me. I think he's lying to me.
So yes, Mr. Don Kincaid.
Yeah, man. This is RJ Boom. Do you go by RJ Boom on the road, on the streets? Are you RJ Boom?
In the entertainment business, I'm always going to be known as RJ Boom. By the time from the day I started, I was the Hispanic wonder, Boom Boom.
Boom Boom?
Yeah, because it was a name that my dad gave me years ago, named after his favorite boxer, Ray Boom Boom Mancini.
Nice.
So I stuck with it, and I used it, and it got me over.
Oh, okay.
But then years go on, I decided to, let me change it up.
So you evolved your own character on your own.
Yes.
Is what because I've talked about that with many people, many wrestlers and managers and such, and the evolution of characters, and it's been a very hot topic on the Stirring the Pots, to be honest with you. So you kind of leading with that, I spoke of Dustin Rhodes on a podcast with Jericho not that long ago after AEW show, where he bled like a pig, and they told a crazy story, him and his brother. But his main focus was character, doing promos and taking your character and bringing it in different stages to always stay relevant. Because without evolution of your character, you just stay one guy, you stay one gimmick, you stay one thing, and it maybe gets stale to the fans and such, maybe even to said worker, if you will. Is that kind of what happened with RJ Boom, or how did the evolution of RJ Boom happen?
The evolution of RJ Boom, wow. I've been with the name the Hispanic Wonder Boom Boom years. For 4 years, I will say. No, 3 actually, let me take that back. It started out in the very beginning when I first debuted as me, as Boom Boom. Then I ended up teaming up with another superstar known as the Natural Nate Nastic, who, as we know now, is Nate the Butcher. Yeah, he's a butcher already.
We're gonna get into that after too, by the way.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah. So when we first started, we were just 2 guys just trying to make it for ourselves and show everybody what our talents were. We were at a company called Revival Pro Wrestling, and we were told to each other by the promoter himself, we were the freshest, youngest, hungry tag team that ever started.
Wow.
We did it. We started in 2014 of September 12th together, and 2015 when we left RPW. That's what he was telling us. And then like a month later, in June 13 of 2015, I ended up suffering a neck injury.
Ooh.
Yeah, it took
I never even knew that.
Yeah, I think half the world didn't know
These
that.
are the things that we like to know, though.
Yeah. I ended up sustaining a neck injury.
Okay.
Taking me out for, basically it was supposed to be a year. I ended up going to workouts, doing neck treatments, putting hot cloths on my neck. And we'll go to the dark demons after that, but I ended up just training, getting better. And before all that even occurred, like, I just jumped back in the ring to do like 2 more matches and I was fine. But when it re-aggravated my neck injury, I was literally out for that year that I was supposed to be, but I came back in 5 months.
So you got injured, you came back in 5 months?
Yeah, the first injury, I was just staying off my feet for a bit. Then the second one that re-aggravated my neck from getting more injured. Forgive me, I'm like nervous. This is my first one.
That's okay. Well, I'm nervous every single time. You have no clue. I really, that's why. It's on the cuff, it's on the fly. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm always nervous.
Yeah, so, and this is a part of my past that I'm really trying to bury.
Okay.
'Cause I have a lot of dark demons in my past, but this one mainly. I came back, I stayed with Boom Boom for a bit, then I saw it falling apart. So I was like, let me change it up. And 2016, October, I would say 8. Yeah, in October 8, I did another wrestling promotion with Corvinus.
Okay.
He's happily retired now, and he was my partner for 2 matches that we did, and we were 2-0, and I'm happy for that. So far, that's when I decided to change Boom Boom to RJ Boom, and I stuck with it since 2016 of October. And then years go on, and you know me as RJ Boom now. I've suffered a lot of great losses. I've suffered mental breakdowns, but I'm glad that instead of staying as Boom Boom, I figured I'd do a little change up and evolve.
So, and not to get too deep, because what the demons that you speak of seem to probably really hit you awfully hard, to be honest with you. And we don't want to get too deep into your personal life, but getting rid of Boom Boom, was that a very hard decision to get rid of that and create RJ Boom because of the association with your father?
No, me and my dad are really close.
Okay.
We're really close, and so is my mother. I use the name because that's the nickname they gave me when I was a child. But as years went on, I didn't think any of it, and I'm gonna throw this in there. 11 years ago, I got hit by my first car while crossing the street in this town. of Holyoke, Massachusetts. And all I was doing was just crossing the street. Red light told me to tell everybody to stop. I guess this one person decided to try to jump it, hit me. So I've been having a lot of health issues for the last 11 years.
And you still wrestle.
Yeah, I'm a stubborn SOB.
They talk sacrifices in wrestling.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's across the board from manager, ring announcer, you name it, all the way up to the top. There's always sacrifices that along your career. Mm-hmm. With the pain that you deal with, obviously there's no way that you can ever get rid of that. Why do you still wrestle?
It's something I've been wanting to do since I was 4. My father and my uncle, they showed me wrestling a long time ago. I was 4 years old. I saw my first match, WrestleMania 5, Hulk Hogan versus the Macho Man. Mega powers explode.
Good.
Or implode, whichever. But, you know, ever since then, I've been wanting to be that superhero that everybody looked up to. The icon, the immortal, the real American Hulk Hogan. Mm-hmm. He's been my idol since I was 4 years old and since I was a kid. And then I started branching out and watching other wrestling promotions like WCW, ECW, and now, as you know, WWE, not the World Wrestling Federation. Mm-hmm. But years went on, and then that one fateful incident, I ended up suffering the car accident. But then I went to a deep depression. Years went on, again, found wrestling. It helped me. Wrestling saved me, basically, and my best friend did too.
Therapeutic,
yes. Therapeutically, wrestling saved me. My best friend saved me before he passed away, and ever since then, I've been trying to keep myself positive, and that's why every single time I go into the ring, I forget about my demons that almost destroyed my life with, yes, it's going to get personal again, with alcohol abuse and drugs.
So RJ Boom, with that positivity thing, is this a character that you brought forward to keep those demons away a little bit and just be able to escape with wrestling and use RJ Boom as that positive mechanism?
Correct. Yeah. But also, is like when I do go out there, I want to have kids, you know, basically the kids' parents say, "Oh my God, check this guy out. Mm-hmm. He's, you know, really positive. He's inspiring my kids to go do something great with their lives." And that's what I want to do. Like I said, Hulk Hogan inspired a lot of people in the world to be wrestlers. Mm-hmm. Look at Edge. He teamed up with his superhero, Hulk Hogan, and won the tag team titles against Billy and Chuck. So I'm not saying that I'm going to have that happen to me next, because he's long gone retired. But, you know, I'm here because I followed my dream, and I'm not going to stop until my body tells me to.
And you're leaving a very good message with the whole positive thing. So I think the package works, to be honest with you. I have fun with RJ Boom at the shows, and what?
And honestly though, yes, I see you having fun with basically everybody there, and you're always positive about it. That's what I love about you. Okay. You're very positive.
Yeah, I don't like to bring the negative.
No, nobody really does.
It's wrestling. You're supposed to have fun, man.
Yeah, of course.
You're supposed to get away from the work week, away from whatever is dragging you down, go to wrestling, forget all of that, because that's exactly what I use that for. It's my escape mechanism. It used to be music, as we were talking off camera. But my life went into a different stage, and I took up local wrestling, and it's been an absolute blast. So I use it for an escape for myself. So me and you, we use it for an escape, maybe for different reasons and different situations, but it's still an escape. And I love having fun with all you guys and girls there, doing my ridiculous antics and whatnot, which leads me into whenever you met me for the first time and I'm all up in your face and I'm Don Kincaid and blah, 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 and I'm doing my wackiness, what goes through you, RJ Boom's mind as you're watching me do this and you're like, who the hell is this guy and what is he doing? And you know, what were your thoughts when I come rolling up in your face with a phone?
Exactly what you just were saying. But when I saw you, I'm like, you know, maybe this guy is probably feeling with his demons too, that he's been so depressed with his life, and he found wrestling, so he's probably using it as a breakaway. He's using wrestling to say, you know what, let me make some friends by interviewing them, talking to them, getting to know them, and showing them how energetic I am. Dude, you've been very positive since the day I met you back in 2018 at PAPW show.
Yeah.
When it was my first Friday Night Alley fights.
That's right.
Yeah. And honestly though, that was unexpected myself there too, you know. But yeah, like I said, years went on and I've been wanting to do wrestling since I was a kid.
It's awesome.
When I got hit by the car, like I said, and honestly, I'm going to show you my wallet of an ID, my old IDs of what I had, of what I used to look like.
Wait, used to look like?
Back in 2005, when I first got my ID, this is what I used to look like when I was in shape after high school football.
Who the hell is that? Wait, who is this?
That's Mr. RJ Boom. They bend it.
Could I do something like that?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah?
Go right ahead.
Just like that?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this. It's very hard to tell, so we're just going to hold it like that for a second. Hopefully it focuses in or whatever. That's not RJ Boom.
That is RJ Boom.
Wow.
And this is what happened to me after the incident.
Whoa! Now this is RJ Boom.
Yes, yeah, because you can see it better.
I could recognize you in this one. That is very interesting.
Yeah.
So that's with everything coming down on you after the accident.
I lost the motivation to work out. I lost the motivation to be positive. Basically, like I said, years went on. I forgot who I was. Then I found wrestling. I spoke to the trainer, Kevin Landry. He helped me become the wrestler I am today. I'm getting better. I'm slowly getting better. I'm doing it day by day. I've been doing this for 5 years. And honestly, with every challenge that I've ever had come my way, I found it as a challenge, a stepping stool. Hey, let me fight through this and let me use the power of positivity to go right through.
Well, it seems to be working because you're sticking with it. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's not easy on a daily basis to push through.
It really isn't, because there have been moments, because I had a best friend that was for many years, and he always stuck by my side. He was basically like that guard, that angel over your shoulder type person.
Okay.
And he was a huge Broncos fan. Yeah, as you can see, the hat that I'm wearing is his old hat.
That's his hat?
I've had it for basically so many years since he passed away, 5 years ago.
There's a ribbon
This ribbon is actually to something else. A friend of mine's niece, she passed away. So I keep this as a memorial for them. And because I went to the funeral, it was very heartbreaking. But yeah, I went there, I kept the ribbon with me, and I keep my best friend, who has been by my side for 21 years. He passed away 5 years ago. He was 30 years old, and he was a huge Broncos fan and a wrestling fan. If we ever told each other that we were ever going to do wrestling together, we were going to call each other the Boom Squad.
The Boom Squad. What
Yeah.
What would be his ring name?
Blade Jones.
Blade Jones. Okay.
He was a very big guy, so you would think of him as a mixture between Brock Lesnar and Batista.
That big?
Yeah.
Whoa. Wow, and he died so young.
Yeah, he died so young due to a heart attack.
Wow.
Yeah.
I definitely am sorry to hear that. I mean, especially being so close to you.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt by looking at it, but you mentioned Broncos, and I remember that you were wearing that. So
well, it's very touching and heartbreaking for me because, you know, I went through, as I'm going through wrestling and doing training and stuff like that, February 19 is when he passed, and that was 5 years ago. Mentally, I've been hanging in there the best that I could. Continued using wrestling to block out all the pain that I was going through. Finally moved on and told them, I'm sorry, I wish you were here. Thank you for being my best friend for so many years. I'm going to keep your memory alive in good ways. Mm-hmm. I'm doing something he loved, and I'm not going to stop.
That's pretty cool. It's gotta fuel you a little bit, no?
It has been fueling me a lot.
Yeah.
It has been fueling me a lot. And then recently I lost my grandmother. She was like another best friend of mine. She was I love that woman to death. She was my mom's mom, and she was my hero. And I miss her to death, and it sucks because I wanted her to see me do something I love. Mm-hmm. She's been wanting to see me wrestle for years.
So your family has come out to see you? in your career, or?
Some have, some haven't.
Okay.
My family, my mother and my father do support it. They just want me to be careful because I have a 10-year-old boy, and now because I'm married, I have 3 stepsons, in which I love them as they are my own, and I'm never gonna stop loving them because they're awesome.
You have quite the family going.
Yeah,
on right now.
yeah.
Wow.
These
are the things we like to find out, Mr. Boom. Really, I appreciate your candor because the camera is on, and I seen your emotions have gone like this already, and I do appreciate your candor, really, and I know it's not easy.
No, it is really not.
To put stuff out there like that. And that's why I say it's totally up to my interviewee what you want to speak of. So if those emotions are coming out right here, and you don't mind sharing them, we love to hear that stuff, really.
That's why it's always hard for me to be positive on Facebook Live or even recording on Boomer Television, which, do you mind being my special guest tonight?
Wait, me?
Yeah.
On Boomer TV?
Episode 7.
Dude, I would love to.
That's good.
That'd be awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem.
That's awesome. I'm going to be on Boomer TV. That's awesome.
Well, because you've been going around interviewing everybody, I'm like, let me give this guy a break.
That'll be fun, man. I can't wait. Is New Day going to be there?
No.
Oh, man.
Dude, you're like really obsessed with New Day.
I'm
the positive one right now.
I forgot.
I'm POP.
I forgot. I'm sorry. WWE, is that your go-to for wrestling?
It always has. Even when WCW was around. I thought WCW was going to last as long as WWE has, but I was wrong. But WWE is my main top priority. Even if I don't make it there, I make it either to New Japan or NXT, or hell, even AEW.
Nowadays, AEW's picking up that steam. There's some mixed emotions with AEW.
They even signed a group, forgot who they were called.
Come on, baby. Give it to me. Come on.
Damn, you're like really blowing me up on the spot right now.
Come on, baby.
I can't remember their names, but they were from House of Glory.
Private Party, baby.
Yes, Private Party.
I thought he was going to say it.
I was going to say it, but it wouldn't come out.
They just got signed to a full deal.
Yeah, and I'm happy for them. I've seen them when I first started.
They
were good.
Yeah.
And they deserve an opportunity like this.
They did shine at Fight Fest, I will say, in that tag team match. I don't know if you saw it. It was for free on Bleacher Report Live.
Yeah, I saw that.
They got to shine, and I'm sure they had a contract ready and waiting for the Private Party before they even did it. Ooh.
They're like I'm surprised with AEW because they're going all out, giving the undercard guys, not undercard guys, I apologize, the independent circuit scene more of an opportunity to go out there because they're like, you know what, we're going to select people from either New York, like House of Glory, House of Hardcore, other wrestling shows.
They went everywhere.
They're going everywhere picking people out, in which I'm really happy for Private Party. They deserve that opportunity.
Absolutely. Their selections, the names that they've been bringing in, everybody's been blown away. Nyla Rose, Sonny Kiss. There's been
Ace Romero in the freaking Battle Royal.
Dude, I'm saying, look at MJF right now. I mean, everybody hates to hate him, but loves to hate him at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
He cut a promo on Bret Hart. I mean, the dude is money when he speaks, and even the media is getting sucked into this. He's really a jerk thing, when he's just doing his job, and he's doing it very well.
Yeah, everybody who does their roles is knocking it out of the park. They're doing home run hits.
Yeah, man. So do you watch the pay-per-views and stuff, or do you catch what you can from outside of WWE wrestling? Do you like to keep a pulse on the independent scene?
Sometimes. But when I'm really tight and focused onto something, I pay close attention to it, especially when it comes to touching that ring.
Okay.
But recently, like with my life, the way it has been, yes, like I said, there's been a lot of demons. I've been trying to fight through them, some more than others. But I'm working through it. And now, basically because of all that, it's coming back to bite me in the ass. Last month, July 11th. Not July 11th. We are in July. June 11th. I wake up one morning. Gonna go see my son's graduation, in which I'm proud of him. He's going to 6th grade. I ended up falling over, not even knowing why. I got dizzy, fell over, got back up, and I'm like, what just happened? And at the time, my ear was clogged, but I ended up taking it out, took care of it, and I was fine. So then, for some reason, I've been reacting to a lot of dizzy spells. That's why on that night, on a Friday, you saw me on social media of me being in the hospital.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
That's okay. Please take your time. Say whatever you want to say, whenever you want to say. We are totally wide open on Stirring the Pot.
Okay.
This is your stage. It's all on you, okay? And I don't mind. This is the kind of stuff, you know, and I know it's kind of emotional right now, but this is, not this specifically, but I wanted to give fans an outlet for our guys and girls in our area to be able to speak in front of the camera, free and openly, whether it be swearing like a sailor or talking about past friends or their demons, or it's totally on the fly. So whatever comes out, comes out. And I think that's what I really wanted out of this Stirring the Pot thing, to be honest with you. Not for RJ Boom to be crying, but for us fans to have an outlet, and the workers in our area to have an outlet, to be able to talk to us. And even if the cameras never, even if this never went on YouTube and never was shown by anybody, and just between me and you, I would love this. Just because me and you are talking openly, and it's just two guys hanging out.
And I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I went to my doctor, and he was really concerned about why, after finally cleaning out my ear from being unbalanced and everything, I was still receiving the vertigo dizzy spells. He could believe it could be vertigo, but for some reason, me getting dizzy spells, me getting that sharp pain going through my head, and not understanding why, it's been going on for a couple of weeks, and it's really irritating. I can't even step foot in the ring to train.
Still going?
Yeah. So right now, it's not there, but I'm slowly working around it. He asked me to stay out of the ring for a while until they do some tests with a neurologist and physical therapy with vertigo, to see if I can get my balance back up. Mm-hmm. He's been doing everything they can. I have been even going through physical therapy myself for my joints, my body, my muscles, my everything.
Do you still work out while you're going through all of these things?
Yes. And it's mainly because physical therapy has been helping me, and I've been working out there. And when there's times that I could take private to myself, I come here, train, work out. I even bring a friend that I'm training myself, and he's been doing wonderful. And I hope that he's going to be there for August 10th for the Rumble.
So you have an understudy, maybe, if you will? Is that what's going on right now?
Yes. And he's been training for like 2 years now.
That's awesome.
But the one thing that I find a big mystery is that I don't understand this. I don't understand why now, after all my demons and all my mistakes that I made with my health, it's now coming to this. I have the June 27th show. No, damn it. I apologize. I'm just nervous still.
That's okay. That's okay.
July 27th, News. New England Wrestling Superstars. I'm doing that show.
Nice.
Even though it's during the same time as Ice, I don't understand that. So I really don't care. You know, honestly though, if you go to that one, I'm not gonna be upset about it. If you go to News, I'll be happy. But you know what? As long as you're doing what you love to do, Mr. Kincaid, I'm not gonna judge you.
Well, there are two shows on this. I mean,
exactly.
There's many shows on the same date, but in our area, I wish there would be a little more communication with promoters and stuff, because why would you, in the same exact area, why would you want to double book? And so you can have fans come to both shows, but at a different time. There's so much time.
Or different days.
There's so much time for everybody to have wrestling. Having them on the same night in the same area just seems foolish to me. So I am going to Ice, and I probably might not be going to News because I wanted to support the second show since I went to their opening show of Ice. Not saying that I don't want to go to News. I do have to get to News, but it just happens to be on the same date. Which stinks.
No, listen. You have to do what you have to do. This is what you love to do. Yes, we got caught in a predicament between Ice and News. I just wish one promotion would do it on a Friday, the other one would do it on a Saturday.
That'd be beautiful.
And it'd be a lot easier.
Yes.
But, I don't read the minds of the promoters. I don't.
Or how about this? This would be a fun-filled day of wrestling. Do one in the afternoon and do one in the evening in the same building. Two companies. I mean, look, we talk Test of Strength, Battlefront Pro Wrestling, Bell Time Club. They have a relationship with, different workers and stuff. Somebody like News and Ice being in the same area like this, I think that would be a fantastic day.
Oh, yeah. We have Ice that's going to be in the same building that you were in last time. And we have News that's going to be in Chicopee, near Chicopee Center, and I've seen the building, it looks pretty decent. I'm not going to be the only one alone. There's going to be others, but, that's wrestling, and it's something that I'm used to. I got that booking. I had the 20th of July booked, but I'm pulling out of that one because of my health reasons. But I'm gonna do the 27th and Battlefront show. So
with what you have going on right now, you can comfortably get in the ring on the 27th?
I can I already told my doctor, he told me it's okay, I can do them. Just don't overwork my body in practices. He says, right now, just try to stay out of the ring. So I'm gonna only do two things: the last Battlefront show I'm gonna do, and the last News show I'm doing, even though it's a debut show for me.
Okay.
It sucks, and I don't want to hear the outcome of the test results because I was planning on hanging them up in 3 years. But if it comes down to it, I might end up hanging them up this year, and that's what's killing me.
So after August 10th, are you just not taking any bookings?
After August 10th, I'm gonna stop taking bookings, and I'm just gonna sit back and relax for a bit so I can recover. But if my doctor ends up telling me that I have to hang them up, then that's gonna suck, because this is something I've been loved doing since I was a kid, and I love doing it now. I met new friends. I came close to a lot of people. And if the doctor tells me it's time for me to hang them up, then I gotta listen.
I know not being in ring would rip an active wrestler apart inside, and it would really do many things to them. But being around the industry, though, it's not like you have to disappear, no? You could use your knowledge, and like you said, you've been training. Maybe, you could just do other things still related. Would that still help you in the process if you did have to hang them up a little bit early?
If that time ever came, yeah, I would be training the two guys that I'm actually training. And yeah, I know I said one earlier, but I just remembered the other guy. And they're both amazing. They're starting out really well. And right now it's going to take time until they actually get the thumbs up for it so they can debut. But till the day that happens, I still will be training them because their heart's in the right place. Their attitudes are in the right place. And I love it. It reminds me of me when I first started.
How young are they right now?
I think one's 20 and one is probably like a couple of years older than me.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. And they both move like they're 18.
So I've talked to others about passing on the knowledge as the years go by and the newer guys come in, and it seems to be exactly what you're doing right now.
Well, because I had that for a while, but nobody was really there as a mentor, except for my trainer, but he had like a lot of students training also. And my experience was, hey, let me just get myself out there and see what I can do. See who would book me. See who will give me a chance. As long as I was still doing bleeding, sweating, and showing what I can do in that ring, I didn't care. As long as I was getting the opportunities and showing that I could still do this, that's all that mattered to me.
Gotcha.
But since my neck injury, taking a move the wrong way, getting injured, taking some time off half the time because I got my joints, my bones, everything messing up on me, my physical appearance, my everything, family issues and
package to carry while you're trying to perform, I would imagine, no?
Yes. And that's why there has been moments where I did end up falling apart in the ring half the time, mentally. Like, for example, the bridge between me and the Natural, Nate Nastic, or Nate the Butcher as we call him. I keep going back to the first name. Me and him had a great run. as Natural Boom. Would I like for that to come back again? Hell yeah. Just do one more run. Hoping to win the tag team titles, mind you.
Have you spoken to him about that?
I haven't had a chance to speak to him, but I have spoken to him beforehand about if the day that I do retire, would you want to come back and do one more run?
Mm-hmm.
He said he's down for that. But for now, he wants to continue doing his thing. He wants me to continue doing my thing. But for the time being, like I said, me and Nate Nastic as Natural Boom was the best tag team I've ever known. We would have blown Battlefront's tag team division out of the water. But every single chance we got, it's like we always came up short. Gotcha. Every single time we were there, we always came up short.
Gotcha.
We've won a couple of matches, but we, like in this millennia of years going by, we always fell short.
Mm-hmm. You've mentioned Nate the Butcher.
Oh.
Nate the Butcher is definitely not the natural Nate Nastic.
Not anymore.
Now, I went to I've been going to Battlefront since their very first show. And I just shared this memory actually not all that long ago. Now. Yeah,
for a birthday thing for him. I remember that. Okay? You freaking reposted a video for his birthday present, mind you. It was of him slamming me on the ground.
But it was for him. It wasn't.
I get it for him, but I'm the one who has to keep reliving that.
He went at you pretty good.
Yeah, he actually messed up a spot in my back that I had to have my chiropractor take care of now. And it's because I'm stubborn, and once I get hurt, I want to work it out, go put some hot package on me, take a hot shower just to relax my bones. That's how I do it. But now it's getting worse for me to the point where I can barely stand up, even when I get out of bed during the winter.
Wow.
The winters are the worst for me. But I'm like, you know what? Let me just do this instead. So, Nate the Butcher, don't get me started on that. We had a good run as a tag team and a rivalry. The last of it ended January 5th of this year. Especially when I made him known that I slapped him in the face because of all the times he's basically never given me the opportunity to show that I can be a true leader in the team. Mm-hmm. But I also did that because of his betrayal to Natural Boom.
Well, what became of that? How did that ever occur where Natural Nate was your partner and then, yeah, not tonight, I'm Nate the Butcher and I'm gonna F you up? How did that become?
Well, he always had the assumption that it was because of me. We kept losing. I had a go-to positive attitude for every match that we've done. But thinking that that's how he was going, obviously didn't work for him.
You didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't see it coming of him turning his back on me. Basically turning his back on the fans.
And he did.
And it really surprised me because we had a good run together. We really had a good run together. We did everything we could best. And I wish for him the best in his career. I hope he still does the ass whooping that I know he can and unleashes the inner beast.
I've done a couple Kincaid files with Mr. Nate Nastic. One was pre-Butcher, and he was a little meek, a little quiet, And then I did one with him when he was Nate the Butcher. He was not a happy camper, but he had more he had more projection. His character was coming out of him. It almost seemed like he had more confidence as Nate the Butcher.
He's doing a really good thing with the Butcher part. He's whooping people's asses, biting them, stabbing them, basically trying to not like, he's trying to, he's like the next New Jack, but probably worse. Who knows? Nobody's worse than New Jack. But it ended January 5th after basically throwing me against a trash barrel and kicking the shit out of me in front of you for the holidays.
Yeah, that was at the Christmas party for Battlefront. We were hanging outside being positive, and then Nate comes out and does that crap.
Yeah. So basically, that was like your holiday Don Kincaid file.
That was my unwrapping of the Christmas present. I didn't mean to put it that way, but I mean, how?
No, that's fine. You already have your like videos of him whooping my ass. And yes, when we finished our rivalry back in the June show, the first Summer Bash, Summer Bash 1, I'm gonna go for that. Now we're on Summer Bash 2.
Coming up, baby.
Yeah. Like I said, I would love to continue my rivalry with him and then lead up back to, hey, you know what? Let's do Natural Boom again and this time do it right.
Right.
But
could be fun, no?
it could be fun if it's done right this time. But like I said, when we first started out, we were both hot-headed. We were both energetic. We were basically, like I told you, we were the freshest tag team in the industry for a while. And then we both went our own ways. I wish him best in his future endeavors, and I just hope he kicks everybody's ass for a living.
He seems to be having fun being Nate the Butcher.
You know what? Nate the Butcher, Nate the Nastic, whatever. As long as he's having fun kicking people's asses like I know he can, and beating the Nate that I remember, go right ahead, man.
So I've noticed, I've seen you only at a few companies, Battlefront,
RPW was one of them.
RPW was one of them. You're working for News, making a debut. I've seen you at PAPW. Do you stay closer to home base, or would you rather, I mean, not obviously, how do I put this? Do you stay closer to home base because of what you're going through, and the more you branch out, you feel like you might not be able to perform, the more you branch out, or?